Alrighty, we're officially talking episode 3 of Ahsoka, Time to Fly. It's a shorter episode. The episode, we knocked it on like about 31 minutes, 30 something minutes. So shorter, especially after the craziness, the intensity of the first two. Welcome to IJustWatched. I'm Joseph. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen the episode yet, but episode 3, Time to Fly, Ahsoka Tano, her series, or Rebels Season 5 live action. I'm really enjoying the show so far. I remember seeing when Balin looked up into the sky on that planet, and I was like, what's moving in the clouds? And I totally spaced on the fact that it could have been, or now we know for sure, is a Purgle. And if you don't know, those are those Star Wars space whales who basically migrate using hyperspeed channels. So I thought that was really cool, the fact that you see a bunch of them migrating, I would assume. In the space dogfight we get between Ahsoka, Sabine, Shin, and Marok. Also, we get his voice. It sounds very robotic. I assume it's the helmet. I'm interested to see who that is. I'm thinking it's going to be some kind of little bit of a twist to possibly a character we know or have known in some sort or something, or it could just be another random Inquisitor. And a little quick, I told you so, but not really. So I didn't know. I just getting the vibe when we were watching the first two episodes was that Balin Skull was not obviously a Sith Lord or a Sith, but he wasn't obviously a Jedi. So we was trying to figure out where he was, and we were guessing. Now I've did some research and I read, and a homie confirmed he was a separatist. He followed Dooku. He was officially a Dooku follower, and when he was killed, he tried to take over the separatists and try to keep running it, but it basically dissolved. And as we learned in The Mandalorian season 3, I can't remember the episode, but it's the dumb episode when we go to that like Disney bubble planet with my boy Jack Black, Lizzo. But you have Doc Brown, who is like, I'm a separatist still, pop up. So you know there still exist here and there. So I kind of think it's neat at the fact that you have some remaining Empire friendly folk, but you also have some separatist folk lying around who are still down for that cause. And it's one of the things here where like Balin's basically like, look, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I need to survive. I have an apprentice and a third wheel. So I'm interested to see how that develops. The biggest thing though, growing and leaving a galaxy far, far away to visit another galaxy far, far away. What does that mean, or what does it possibly mean? Are we going to get into alternate timelines, dimensions, verses? We only think there's bits and pieces that are leading up to the sequel trilogy that most people, I don't like, I can say that for certain. And there's going to be this mandoverse, as it's being called, that's leading somewhere else to a different future. I kind of doubt it because they confirmed Rey's getting her own movie that takes place 15 years later, which is going to be episode 10, whether they want to call it that or not. However, I would love that fact or idea that they kind of split to give us something in a different direction, and it gives them an out to continue moving forward that way, wash or step away from what was created. I'm really enjoying the series so far. Episode 3 is really good. It felt short because it was, I mean, you get that space dog fight. You see Ahsoka do some cool. I love the spacesuit she puts on that like is form fitted to a T. Like you can see even her hair and stuff. And she takes out a space fighter with the saber. I was like, oh, and then she's floating like, hey yo, come get me though. I'm floating in space. Episode's really good. I'm interested to see how it continues to develop. And one other thing I gotta add, we watched the new Rockstar video, so shout out to them, where he roughly translated the end credit scene, and it's basically a star map which tells you what planets we've kind of been to, which ones we might be, which ones exist around us, and then how it leads to the new planets. And the references to Norse mythology are piquing my interest for sure, with the high level of wolf imagery and references, and just the way I feel like they're developing this series. Probably one of the best ways they've been developing Star Wars as a whole as of late. And I know we're only 3 episodes in, but from the 3 episodes we're getting, I think it's definitely rewatchable so far. It's definitely a good show so far. But we are only 3 episodes in out of 8. So I have to take a breath, take a step back, and make sure I don't get overly connected, attached, and assume it's going to be a fantastic show. It can still fail. I do not wish that upon it. I want it to be so successful, I'm going to come on camera and talk to y'all and be like, oh my god, I love it so much. It's the best thing ever. So I would love to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about it? What are your comments, your questions, your concerns, your theories? That's what I definitely want to hear. I want you to share those with me, and I'll keep sharing mine with you. I love y'all, but until next time, stay safe, be well, y con mucho amor. Adios.